Hi there, everybody. Think about this for a minute, do you understand the difference between can and can't? The positive and negative modal auxiliary verbs. Let's take the test. Let's see if you can find out. Now, I want you to not look at the video, get a sheet of paper out, and I'm going to read sentences. I want you to tell me if you can understand the difference between positive and negative meanings here. You ready? So let me give you 3 examples of what I'm saying, right? Okay? Number 1, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pick one of the sentences. You're going to write down what you think you hear, and you're just trying to see if you have a problem in this area, right? Number 1. Larry can't go to the movies. Is that positive or negative? Number 2. Jasmine can talk to her friends later on today. Number 3. Roberto can't finish his homework before we go. Okay, you ready to check? So, in number 1, I actually said Larry can't go to the movies. I used the negative meaning here. Number 2, I use the positive. Jasmine can talk to her friends later on today. Number 3, again, I went for the negative one. Roberto can't finish his homework before we go. How did you do? Did you guess all 3 correctly or not? Right? If you're not guessing them correctly, you probably have a problem differentiating between these 2 words. Alright, so I got 3 tips. Let's take a look at the tips. This will help you with your speaking and also your listening. You will become a little bit more intelligible and you can understand easier what native speakers are saying. Tip number 1. Pay attention to the stress, not the pronunciation of the T at the end of the word. This is true with negative modal auxiliaries. For example here, notice when I say number 2 or I say Larry, I stress can't and go. I stress the auxiliary and the main verb. So I say Larry can't go to the movies. So when it's negative, I stress both words. But then when I say the positive, I say Larry can go to the movies. Notice how I'm putting more stress on the word go. I'm putting less stress on the word can, and that makes it positive. So that's my first tip. Remember, it's all about stress, not about hearing the T at the end of the word. Tip number 2. Usually, not all the time, you know how English is, it's crazy, but usually modal auxiliary verbs are stressed when they're negative. These helping verbs are not stressed when they are positive. So remember, positive modal auxiliary verbs are not stressed, but negative modal auxiliary verbs are. Right? So again, that's something that you can pay attention to. So let's read them again. Let's read them both together. You can compare. Larry can go to the movies. Larry can't go to the movies. Jasmine can talk to her friends later on today. Jasmine can't talk to her friends later on today. Roberto can finish his homework before we go. Roberto can't finish his homework before we go. Alright, so let's go to tip number 3. When speaking to native speakers, use cannot instead of can, at least until you have developed better intelligibility. Alright, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, share it with someone. Alright, have a great day, and for more information, you can go to my online TOEFL course at onlinetoeflcourse.com.